like a boss.
Alright guys, this is Alex from Mindful Attraction. And today we're going to be talking about signs that you're chasing her. Alright? Sometimes when we like the person, we sort of get in our heads and we sort of act like we're not chasing them just to release all of those emotions because we don't know whether or not they like us. So a lot of times you guys will be chasing women, but in your heads you'll think that, oh no, I'm not chasing her, man. I'm just playing it. I'm just being direct. I'm just being direct. I'm not showing fear, bro. If you're doing any of these things, you're chasing. I don't give a fuck how much you try to justify. You're chasing, and if you do this, you gotta stop. You gotta stop initiating contact because she manipulated you into chasing. So let me give you guys some of the 7 signs that you're chasing. 1, you're afraid to offend her. You're afraid to offend her. You're afraid to get her angry. You're afraid to disagree with her, right? So that's one of the biggest signs is that you don't want to piss her off because you want to get the pussy. If you are afraid to offend a woman, then you are chasing. She's letting you buy into her frame. What you got, and I'll be honest with you, I've had those situations, and it's crazy because you don't notice it. Like you don't notice it until you think back. Like you could just feel that she does that. If you do anything, she'll leave. You feel it. You know what I'm saying? It's like a seriousness. So if you feel that, if you're afraid to offend her, bro, you're chasing. The next one is your anxiety of her text. You're constantly waiting for her text, constantly thinking, why hasn't she texted me? I don't care. You could tell yourself that you're texting her the right way, but if emotionally you feel anxiety and you're afraid to lose her, I don't care. When you are in front of her, you're gonna give up that energy, and that's gonna turn her off. So if you're doing this, if you feel that anxiety, like I said, just pull away. Stop putting in the effort. Back away. All right. If you're gonna see her. But unfortunately, that feeling of being afraid of being anxious about her, the next text will come across. The self is always coming through, people. And if you feel that, what you gotta do when you're in her presence, overcompensate and be more serious. I mean overcompensate. I mean try to be serious. Because if you try to be a little bit less serious, your goofiness is gonna come out. Your anxiety is gonna come out. But when you overcompensate and you just are serious, it's like you think you're being too serious, but because you really are needy, it's coming up. It's a good balance. Does that make sense? You just overcompensating just to make sure you don't. Because when we like the person, you don't have as much self-awareness. You lack self-awareness when you're in love with somebody, so that's a problem. That's why I want you to go the other route when you really like her, just to make sure you don't betray any signs of interest. The next one is you can't focus on your date, especially if you have a date with her the next day or even a date that day. If you're anxious, if you're even completely turning all of your daily routines because you're so excited about this date, there's nothing wrong with excitement. Well, the problem is when you're afraid to lose her. All right. So when you feel that anxiety on that day, whether or not you're not going to see her, so as a result you can't really do your daily activities, then you're chasing. I remember, like, again, chasing doesn't have to mean you're chasing that one girl. Chasing is a state of mind. It's a state of mind. You're chasing every woman. Like I remember, like there was some times back a few years ago where if a woman flaked on me before the date, I would just not even play basketball because I'm just so excited. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to do that because when she cancels, it ruins your day and you feel bad. The next one is following up on their maybes. When she says maybe and then you follow up, hey man, what happened? Are you ready for now? People, I even said this yesterday in yesterday's video. Don't fucking do that shit, man. It'll put you in a position of weakness. When she says maybe, then you just say, all right, let me know. Just say, what do you mean maybe? And if she says, oh, I got work and I don't know, then just reschedule. Just say, you know what? In a polite way, tell her, you know what? Let me know when your time clears up. And you put it on her court. The next one is friend zone. People, there's no explanation for this one. When a woman friend zones you and you still are friends with her, you're chasing her. You could try to say that you don't care. You could try to say that you're mature, but your dick does not lie. All right. So there's no reason why you should be friends with a woman who you were trying to date. See what I'm saying? So if she friend zoning you and you're still talking to her, you're chasing, bro, and she knows it. The next one is you're afraid of getting her bird. the fuck? You're afraid of getting a bird. That don't make no sense, right? All right. So the next one is breaking the silence, right? Breaking the silence. When you have awkward silences and you're the one that breaks it consistently, then you're the one that's chasing. People, that is something that is consistent in my experience. Whenever there's an awkward silence and I'm the one who wants to break it, then you're the one that's chasing. The next sign is when you're on a date with her and you're talking too much. Or just talking too much, double texting, sending a bunch of texts when she's not putting in that much effort. So that means you're talking a lot and she's not talking. And I don't give a fuck if you think you sound interesting. I don't give a fuck if you think you sound interested. The mere fact that you're talking a lot subcommunicates you think she's better than you. People, don't make this mistake. I made this mistake. I remember even up to 2 years ago, even when I had my YouTube channel, I sometimes would fuck up because there'll be conversational topics that I liked. And so I want to talk about it. But it turned the women off. It just turned them off. And I will notice that they'll be serious and I'll be talking and interested. And that dynamic does not lead to her wanting to be seduced by me. So when you're on a date with a woman, less is necessary. Let the silent be and let her be the one that breaks it. All right? All right, guys. Those are the signs, 7 signs that you're the one that's chasing her. And if you're doing any of this, stop. Stop putting effort. Let that shit go cold. Like, when I mean let that shit go cold, I mean, if there's silence for 2 minutes, let that shit be silent for 2 minutes. If you never hear from her again, you're not going to say, hey, I thought I saw your twin. None of that shit, but you're going to let it happen. Let things happen on their own, people. Anyways, people, this is Alex from mindfulattraction.org. If you guys want one-on-one coaching, go to mindfulattraction.org/in-the-game-coaching. Anyways, people, peace out and have a great day. All right, guys, this is the course that your mama warned you about. Your mom does not want you to watch this video. All right, you guys really want to check out this course called Dark Game, because this course will teach you guys. Sorry, it's not on pre-order. I gotta change that up. But this course will show you guys all of the dark psychological secrets to make any woman fall in love with you, right? And this course is the kind of course that I sort of am afraid to put on YouTube because it could potentially get me banned, right? But this course is the one that every guy has been asking me, right? Because in this course, I teach you guys everything from finding your purpose to understanding female psychology, right? Look at this. I have over 13 videos on female psychology. After that is having a proper mindset, right? After that is the outer game, literally what to do, exactly what to do, how to use vulnerability. After the date, creating competition, damage control, right? Getting her number, how to validate, online game, how to get threesomes, what happens when the conversation goes bad. And I also have bonus videos, how to overcome approach anxiety, why you didn't take action. You see, guys, this is the kind of course that every guy has literally been asking me, right? Let me show you guys some other things you guys might want to check out, right? So, for example, in The Man with Purpose, we talk about how to discover your purpose, how to find your purpose, the keys to finding your purpose, dealing with natural weaknesses you might encounter now, how to avoid false purposes, how to be a long-term thinking, being on your purpose at work. You see, I teach you guys everything to find your purpose. After that, I teach you guys about understanding female psychology, so that you can have a realistic expectation for women, so that you could stop thinking that there's these angels. Because once you understand this, automatically all of the attachments you have to these angels go away and they have no control over you, right? After that, like I said earlier, is the mindset. Giving you guys a proper mindset, the right self-image, telling you guys to be more selfish, how to project masculinity, the mentality of an alpha male, and how to value your own attention, right? This is all the mindset, right? After that, again, we talk about being unavailable. These are the outer game, the techniques, how to create competition, damage control, hacking and instilling ideas in her mind, how to validate, online game, social circuit game, approaching game, how to transition from approach, how to close, strategies when she pulls away, right? Threesomes, using silence, how to control the pace of the relationship. You see, this is the complete guidebook to Dark Game, right? And I'm only selling this for $99, right? This course could potentially go for $300 to even $400 based on the information that I sell. But Not for that. I'm doing that on the next course, but this is more of like an introduction course, right? So if you guys want to check it out, you guys can get access to this for free. You guys can get free access to it, right? And the way that you guys get free access to it is by simply going to it, right, and registering it for free. All right, guys. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys inside. Be safe.